Looks like roasted harkles were served for dinner at the Golden Globes. For Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Hypocrisy, not being mentioned at the Golden Globes would have been a far better outcome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the King YouTube channel.
For Harry and Meghan, 2023 was certainly not an easy year. They got lampooned on both South Park and Family Guy, but it appears that their year of being laughingstocks is now extended into 2024, all thanks to the host of the Golden Globes. So the host of the Golden Globes this year was a man named Joe Coy. I'm not very familiar with him, but apparently he's a stand-up comic. And according to the Mail Online, his brand of woke humor was not necessarily well received, but he did manage to take a dig at Meghan and Harry. He did make a joke at the royal family's expense, but apparently that wasn't necessarily well received. He said, "I love this year's nominated TV shows like Succession, coming to an end after 4 beautiful seasons. I loved everything about it. The one thing this show taught me is if you are a billionaire pullout, none of them are going to be like you. They're going to be a bad version of you." Succession, Joe Coy said, has 9 nominations, just a great series about a rich, white, dysfunctional family, all scheming. Oh wait, that's The Crown, I'm sorry. So then he started talking about white people. He said, "White people stole everything. Not like 97%. You guys stole 100% of everything. You took the land, you took the oil, you took the premise of the movie. Was that your premise? That's hilarious. I don't care. It's just that the room is really white." Apparently, Martin Scorsese, especially, was not very impressed by the joke, according to the Mail Online. Well, I mean, this brand of woke humor is also not my taste, but let's see what he had to say about Meghan and Harry. Well, it sounds like his Harry and Meghan joke was better received. According to The Independent, comedian Joe Coy had Hollywood stars in stitches with an anti-Prince Harry and Meghan Markle joke at the Golden Globes. So he made fun of a few stars first. He went after Leo DiCaprio, Bradley Cooper, and also the actor Barry Keoghan, but then he went after Harry and Meghan in a big way. He made the crowd roar with laughter when he said, quote, "Harry and Meghan Markle got paid millions for doing absolutely nothing, and that's just by Netflix." And then apparently the camera zoomed in on the CEO for Netflix, Ted Sarandos, after he said the joke. Of course, neither Harry nor Meghan were there at the ceremony. If Harry and Meghan really were hoping that 2024 was going to be their year of redemption, boy, they must be disappointed about right now. It looks like things are only getting worse for them. The media is not being kind to them anymore like they were sometimes in the past. I feel like Harry and Meghan used to get a pass for a lot of their more toxic, nasty behavior. But now people are sick and tired of them. People know what they're all about. And the only time people really want to talk about them is to make fun of them. And I don't think there's any way that they could possibly spin this to make themselves feel better. I mean, they have been lampooned again by a comedian. But if Harry and Meghan are bothered by this, which I'm sure they are because they are incredibly sensitive, they need to realize that it is because of their own behavior that people laugh at them like this. If they didn't act like that, people would not make jokes about them all the time. But something tells me that 2024 is going to be another year of delusion for Harry and Meghan. For example, we've also got this article in Elle Online, quote, "Why Meghan Markle skipped the 2024 Golden Globes despite those Suits reunion rumors." First of all, I think it's very generous to claim that Meghan Markle skipped the Golden Globes. I highly doubt she was invited. Why would she have been invited? And it is funny because so many of the Suits alum were there, actually. And we keep hearing rumors there's going to be this reboot of Suits. But at this point, I'm not even sure they're going to ask Meghan to be on the show again. This article in Elle, though, guys, I mean, obviously this came directly from Meghan's team. For example, quote, "Her absence is understandable, considering the fact that her attending would likely require heightened security, and of course, she is not nominated for an award." Well, I mean, why would her presence require heightened security? That doesn't make a bit of sense. How is Meghan Markle somehow more at risk than the other stars? The other stars are actually famous. They're not infamous for their bad behavior like Meghan is. I mean, what is this thing with her and Harry being so obsessed with security? For Harry, okay, I kind of understand that he was born a prince, but Meghan was born a nobody. She's still a nobody. Why does she believe so many people are out to get her? So there has been a rumor that there's going to be this reunion of the Suits cast. Well, it sounds like there was sort of, but Meghan wasn't included. Oh, poor thing. So Patrick J. Adams and Gabriel Macht, they were presenters at the Golden Globes. Meghan, though, of course, was nowhere to be seen. Now, according to Elle, fans were hoping that maybe Meghan would make a surprise appearance. But what fans exactly are they talking about? When is Meghan going to give it up? I mean, this clapback nonsense that she does never works. This was so predictable. Meghan was gray rocked again for yet another awards ceremony. Oh, boo hoo. I mean, it's just like the Oscars when we were hearing that Harry and Meghan maybe were going to present, and then, shock of all shocks, they weren't even invited. And what does she think? I mean, who does she think she's fooling, claiming that, well, I mean, of course she wasn't going to be there because she wasn't nominated for an award. Well, there were plenty of presenters there who also were not nominated for an award. If the Golden Globes committee had wanted Meghan and Harry to be there, they would have invited them. But the fact is, nobody wants them anywhere. So I can't help but wonder what is going on right now in Montecito. I'm imagining dishes flying everywhere, Harry's ducking out of the way. Actually, Harry's probably nowhere around. He probably saw this coming and he headed off to his escape pad over at San Vicente Bungalows. I wonder what Dory is up to, though. Is she there taking the heat, or has she also run away to the guest house to avoid Meghan at all costs? And this, my friends, is exactly why I truly hope there are no children living in that Montecito home with Meghan and or Harry. She is unhinged. She's a lunatic. She's dangerous. When Meghan gets angry, apparently it is really scary stuff. I mean, people saw that when she was a working member of the royal family. I mean, just think about how she acted in Australia when somebody served her something she didn't like, or I don't even know what it was. She threw hot tea on the staff member. She is an absolute basket case, and when she gets angry, you better watch out. You can even see it on her face. She's got the mask. It's the narc mask. She walks around with that rictus grin. Anytime she sees a camera, she's going to grin into it and pretend to be this sweet, kind, compassionate woman. But then when she thinks nobody's looking, the mask slips and you see the real Meghan. Constantly pissed off, constantly frustrated, always looking to blame somebody else for her problems. That's who Meghan Markle really is. And I just love that Ted Sarandos, the CEO, was laughing after Joe Coy made that Meghan and Harry joke. I mean, yeah, he knows it better than anybody that they have been paid a very large amount of money for doing absolutely nothing. I mean, that's the thing about them, though. They're lazy, they're grifters, and that's something everybody is waking up and realizing. Are Harry and Meghan, though, ever going to give up the grift? That's the question right now. If Harry has any sense whatsoever in that balding ginger head of his, he's gonna get out right now while he still can. It's time to jump ship, Harry. It's over. I mean, his and Meghan's futures are looking increasingly bleak in Hollywood, and Harry all alone could return to the UK. Is he going to return to his position as working royal? Well, no, absolutely not. But he has got to get away from Meghan. At this point in time, I think that Harry could blame everything on Meghan. He could say that she brainwashed him, which she did. He could say that, he never really wanted to attack his family like that. Maybe he had problems with the family, but what Meghan did was take things a step too far. And people would accept that. I don't think people are going to forget everything that Harry did. After all, he was complicit. But still, something I have been saying this whole time is that Harry cannot really be blamed for his lack of intelligence. I mean, he was easy prey for Meghan. He was no match for her, and that is something that we need to remember. And as for Meghan, well, I don't really care where she ends up. She deserves to be locked up in an asylum. She can wear that weird straitjacket thing she wore to that talk that she and Harry did for World Mental Health Day. That'd be a great idea. But what I want to see in 2024, number one, is for them to come clean about the invisible children. Are they real? Are they not real? Did they come from surrogates? What is the deal? Number two, they have got to apologize, or at least Harry has got to apologize to the royal family for everything they did, everything they said. And number three, please just get the divorce over with already. And you, what do you think Meghan's response was to being roasted at the Golden Globes? Please let me know your opinion below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to like and share it with anybody else who would appreciate it too. And don't be afraid to click the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back to see you all tomorrow.